Okay, yesterday we did dilations in free space. Today we're going to do dilations on a coordinate grid. We're still going to do all positive scale factors, so you're not going to have to worry about negative scale factors yet. But everything you do is going to be on a coordinate grid. Now actually this is easier, because if you have a grid, then you have points to count up. And let me show you some kind of shortcuts for how you can do things. Now, first of all, it's important to identify what the center of dilation is. And a lot of times it'll be the center of the graph. Okay, but sometimes it won't be. But let's just do a few where we center it at the actual center of the graph. So let's say that I have a picture like this. All right. Let's say that's my example, and we want to dilate that figure by a scale factor of 2 from the origin. So the origin's right here. Now notice we have one point that's already on the origin. So if that point's already on the origin and I need to double its distance away from the origin, it just stays on the origin. Alright, because if it's 0 units away, when I double 0, I get 0. Okay, now here's the trick for doing the other ones without actually having to measure them out. So if the scale factor is 2, then you just have to double the distance. Now notice, to go from the origin to this point, I would go down 2 and left 1. If I double both those distances, that would put me down 1, 2, 3, 4, and left 2. Okay, and if you kind of see, those points line up, and it's just twice as far away. Alright, to get to this point, I would go down 2 and right 2. If I double that, that's down 4 and right 4. Alright, and there's my new points. Okay, so that's pretty easy if I double it. Now obviously the points on here aren't labeled. I don't think I labeled the points on your the assignment that you're going to work on today. But if the points were there, this would now be A prime, this would be C primed, B and B prime would be at the same place. Okay? Alright, let's take a look at how that's different if I make the center not at the origin. Okay, we'll do the same picture. Okay, now let's do a center of dilation right here. So that would be the point 0, 2. We'll make that my center of dilation. And we'll still do a scale factor of 2. Okay? Alright, so again, I just got to double the distance. This point right here is 2 down from the center. If I double 2, I get 4. So that means that point is going to move to right there. From my center, this point is down 1, 2, 3, 4, and left 1. If I double those, I'm going to go down 8, 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, and left 2. Okay, and if I do this one, that's going to be down 4 and right 2. So I'm going to go down 8, down 4 and right 2. So I'm going to go down 8 and right 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now if you notice, this figure right here, this triangle, is the same size as this triangle. And both of those are double the size of this triangle. Alright, now when you're doing your dilation, don't think, oh, this point, this point should move out here so that it lines up along this. We don't care about that. What we care about is that it lines up along that line. And that the center one lined up along that line. And then the other one lined up along that line. Okay, so changing where the center is just changes the position where this is. It doesn't change what the size is. Scale factor is what determines what the size of the new figure will be. Let's see. let's do one where the scale factor is like 1/2. And I think the only things you got, only scale factors you're dealing with today are 2, 3, and 1/2. Okay, so let's do a figure like this. All right, I know that bottom line is not perfect. Okay, so let's do a scale factor of 1/2 centered at the origin. Okay, now again, what I'm going to do is just see how far away my point is from the origin, and then I'm going to cut that in half. So this point is 3 units away. Half of 3 is 1/2. So that point is going to move to right here. This point is down 2 and left 1, 2, 3. So if I cut those distances down 2 and left 3. Okay, so if I cut those distances in half, that's going to be down 1 and left 1.5. This point is down 1 and right 1, 2, 3, 4. So cutting those in half would be down 1/2 and right 2. Okay. So there's my new figure. All right, now again, scale factor was 1/2. When you're done, just look at it and say, okay, is this figure half as big, or all the sides half as big as the original? Yes, they are. Okay, we're good. Let's see. I think that's about it. You only have 10 problems on your assignment for today. They're all doing dilations on a coordinate grid. And again, use the grid to help you. Okay? Count along the grid instead of trying to measure it out. If you want to measure it out, use the grid lines to help you. Okay? It'll help you visualize what's going on. And I think that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow.